So, hi Cancers, welcome to your 72-hour reading with me, Star. So, this is your Star guided messages. So, before we start, I will just shuffle this deck just so it could clear the energies. And then, yeah, let's see what's happening for you for the next 72 hours for my Cancer spirit. So, I hope you guys are having a wonderful time of day or night, wherever you are right now. So, you are good enough, Moon in Virgo. Okay, nothing will come off the situation. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Work through your fears. Okay, so right now, as I was holding this card, this nothing will come off the situation, I feel like someone here is on a very vulnerable energy. You could be crying, or you feel like you're crying, or you feel like you're just gonna explode with frustration here. This could be in regards to your work, or just maybe there's this feeling inside of you that you just couldn't explain, and it's been eating you up, and you're just been very emotional for the past few days, and you just couldn't explain why. Okay, so I feel like this could also stem from someone's, maybe just maybe you feel like a lot of the people that you're around with, or recently you realize that you have been very much a people pleaser, and you feel like these people that you value so much in your daily life, you feel like they're just taking advantage of you, and then setting you aside when you're the one who asks for help. They're not there, but when they're asking for help, they always expect you to show up. And I feel like this is where that you're good enough is like coming out of, because I feel like some of you guys have been really asking yourself, like, am I even liked for who I am, or am I just liked because I bring these things to the table, because I'm such a good girlfriend or boyfriend or partner or spouse, or I'm such a good provider for my kids. But whenever it's me asking them to do something for me, it just feels like it's too much of a burden for them. So there's this emotional vulnerability that you have been feeling, and you could be very masculine, and like they say, like the strongest people, they cry a lot. They tend to just what's the word, like they tend to express their emotions really clearly, but sometimes they just really need to explode once in a while. So I feel like the strength that you have been holding for, like, maybe even ages, for your parents, for your kids, for your friends, for, again, for your relationship, like the resolve that you have, it's really shaken. And I feel like that's the reason why you have worked through your fears here. I'm not saying like you're going through like something so crazy right now, but it does feel like that for you. And maybe people don't understand that whatever you're going through, it's deeply rooted in you, and you don't necessarily need to explain that to other people just so they could just understand what you're going through. But you yourself, you're going through something, and I feel like this is more in regards to peeling off what you're supposed to like shed ages ago. So again, maybe you have been people pleasing, or you have been doing a lot of things for a lot of people, and you thought that if you do this, they will do this for you. But now you're realizing that, you know it's like, what's the word, you work for yourself, and obviously at the end of the day, everybody individually, we're very selfish. If nothing is something that we could earn from or get something from, we don't really prioritize that. Okay, so I think this is you like really seeing yourself in the mirror and saying that I need to put myself first. Okay, so that was a bit long, but I feel like a lot of you guys really need to hear that, especially if you have some type of relationship, could be from a sibling or a relative that's a bit toxic. Could be a bit physical as well in regards to emotional fights, and physical fights. So let's go. Let's see what's happening for the next 72 hours for my Cancer. Main energy spirit. Okay. Artist of records in reverse. So you got the King of Pentacles is in reverse. You got, ooh, okay. I feel like someone wants to apologize for what they said or did to you. Again, you could have been dealing with someone who really took advantage of the situation, and really, it's like they showed their real self in front of you, and something, the veil, it just went off, and then you're realizing a lot of the things that you've done for this people or this person, and you just feel like it's unfair that you could be doing this for yourself, but you've done this for this person or this people. You could be a mother, and you could be doing so much for your kids, and sometimes you're asking yourself like, I should really put boundaries between me and my kids. And even though, obviously that's your kids, sometimes you really need to see yourself as a woman first, as a man first, and then, because if you don't really take care of yourself, it's going to be really difficult to be a parent, honestly. So I feel like someone needs to hear that. Okay, you got the Two of Pentacles. So a lot of weighing an option here that needs to be let go of. So you got the Three of Wands. Okay. So with the King of Pentacles right here, this does speak that something of value to you is needing to be shed off. So the universe is actually forcing you to let go of something. This could mean self resentment, because you have been people pleasing, you have been really been there for other people. And sometimes we feel guilty that we can't be there for people anymore because we're so used and they're so used for us to be there, that when we finally choose ourselves, we feel the guilt that, am I doing wrong? Am I a bad person? But sometimes you really need to act like that. Sometimes we have to be the villain in order for us to actually really be happy, or to fully immerse ourselves to who we actually are. So maybe you grew up being, again, nice and kind to people, and a lot of people took advantage of that. So you got the Four of Cups, the educator. So you could be dealing with a spouse or someone who has authority over you. So this could be in regards to work as well. This could be your supervisor, your coworker, and they might have a bit of an authority, or you might maybe you follow the rules, or you follow instructions from this person. Maybe they're training you. And again, this could be your spouse or your partner, you're in a relationship with. So I'm seeing here that someone wants to apologize. Someone is offering their cup here for a cups. So, but you're not accepting it. It's not because, again, you're trying to be annoying, or you're trying to just like be prideful of the situation, but you're realizing that the apology that you're offering me, I feel like I don't need that. I don't need your apology. I don't need your guilt if you did this to me. And if, obviously, if you have been very vocal for the past few days about how this person treated you, you're telling them that I don't need the apology. I need actions. I need to see results. Okay. So, yeah, with the Hierophant here in reverse, this could pertain to a spouse that hasn't really changed since the conversation happened. With the Two of Pentacles here, you're definitely weighing your options here. You're definitely weighing the consequences of what this person did, or what's gonna happen, what's the result. So I'm not saying that you guys are breaking up, but more so on, you're really weighing on like the things that you thought this person is versus who they truly are. So again, this could pertain to your supervisor, or someone who has an authority over you, someone who trains you. You used to really respect and follow everything that they say, and now you're gaining the confidence and strength to actually, like, sometimes like, I need to speak up. They can't treat me like this anymore, you know They just can't like say this and expect me to wake up at 6 a.m., go to work and start off early just because the report has been delayed, or this needs to be done right now and they didn't finish it, like prior the day before. So there's the sense of finally gaining a confidence to actually speak up. And that's why I got the Tree of Wands here. And really, like, this speaks on moving. It speaks on finally taking the plunge and doing something. Two of Wands, this represents someone who's really thinking about the decisions, their options. But when we say the Tree of Wands, it's finally taking actions towards that decision. Okay? So you have been in like a lot of your thoughts has been like, okay, should I do this, should I not, should I still stay the same, or should I change? So there's a lot of changes happening for you in the next 72 hours in regards to how you truly see people. And it's like, again, the veil, it's been taken off and you're finally seeing people for who they are here. Okay, so let's see what else. So you got, yes, speak out. See, so we got the Artist of Pen, which is the King of Swords. We got the Hanged One. I feel like you're not gonna take it easy anymore. You're not gonna take anyone's BS anymore. Because with the Hanged Man, I just see this as you taking actions. A lot of trees. So again, a lot of action is being taken. Three of Pentacles. I do see some of you guys are, when I feel like you have a lot of ideas, especially at work. You have a lot of ideas you wanted to share, but you're not used to being in the spotlight, or you're not used to speaking up in regards to, like, oh, this is my opinion, this is what we should do, because maybe you have been a follower for so long. And that's not bad, I'm not saying that um that's a bad thing. But in a way, I'm seeing that you have a lot of things that you could share, a lot of your creativity, or even like problem solving ideas that you could actually put to the table. Maybe you have been on a work and a project that no one is just really taking charge of, and inside of you it's like telling you like, I feel like I should say this, I should do this, but I'm scared. What if they laughed at my ideas? I'm gonna be embarrassed. You need to stop stopping yourself, especially if something inside you is like riling you to do something, you know so because with the Three of Pentacles, your ideas will be very welcome and appreciated. I feel like a lot of people will be very surprised when you finally take the plunge and say something. Or again, if someone is taking advantage of you in regards to authority, power tripping you, and you're finally saying something, and a lot of people are like, finally, finally, you did it. Finally, you said something. It's not like they want to meddle with the situation, but they've just been waiting for you to just really gain that confidence, that feeling of power, that I'm an employee, you're an employee, we're all equal here. You just can't do this to me just because I've been letting you do it for the past few months or even years, you know? So let's see what else. So there's a lot of speaking up. Ooh, Four of Wands. So again, we came from the Three of Wands to the Four of Wands. I see you really achieving the sense of finally feeling that you belonged somewhere, and feeling like you belonged in regards to who you are as a person. Because again, it's been a long time coming that you have been suppressing who you are as a person and your opinions, and you just being so nice and kind and letting people just walk over you. And I feel like with the Four of Wands, this really shows that there's a sense of fulfillment, because Four of Wands, I see this as happiness, fulfillment, finally being somewhere that you belonged. So this basically means that you're coming into your power, you're coming into this persona that you've been wanting to be. Maybe you've been idolizing someone who's like very confident in themselves, and you're like, I want to be like that too. I want to be taken seriously. And I feel like you're finally achieving that for once. And it's going to be a gradual shift. Obviously, you're not going to wake up and become, obviously, like all confidence, or you have everything that is in need to be a leader, but more so that because you're finally starting to show up who you are and to share your creativity, your um your thoughts and in regards to the situation. And for that person, especially if this is a spouse or a relationship, you're finally saying something towards them, and like, you're not just gonna barge into my life and ask me to do this, ask me to do that. That's not how a relationship works. It's a two-way street. And obviously, I feel like this person will actually start to respect you because, again, sometimes when people just use, well, that's not a good word, but when they're so used to like asking someone for favor, they just don't really take notice of them. But when someone finally takes the steps and like tell them that, hey, back off, they're finally getting the respect, that they wanted to. They thought they could have gotten the respect if we could have had some harmonious relationship with one another, that I'll do everything that makes you happy. But sometimes it leads to misery because you show up for that person forever and that person never showed up for you, and it feels unequal. But you thought if you could continue, things will change, but obviously it didn't. So I feel like, again, this person will earn your respect and vice versa, because you're finally like saying something towards them, and it's gonna be like, whoa, I didn't realize that this is how I made you feel, or this is what has become of our relationship. Okay. So bottom of deck, you got the two of wands and the world card is in reverse. Obviously, with the world card in reverse, it's gonna be very gradual. It's not gonna be very instant. But again, with the two of wands, this is an action card, especially when the wands, which is more in regards to Mars. So this is you finally taking actions of, oh, I heard accountability. You've always wanted to have that sense of responsibility and accountability. And I feel like, yeah, that's going to happen for you for the next 72 hours here. Okay, Cancers? So before we end, let me just get you an oracle card. Okay, let me just find one. Okay, I feel like this is. Okay, this one. This one. Sorry, this is so spontaneous because I didn't really prepare like cards. I just go with the flow, whatever I feel. So, ooh, okay. Was fast. So you got envy and courage. So again, maybe someone here again who wants or who's used to power tripping you. So there is someone here who's very envious of your energy. And maybe that's the reason why they keep on keeping you on the down low, because they know that you're someone who can be very confident and take over the room. And maybe they don't want to share the spotlight. So I am the same as everybody. Remember what I said earlier, but with different challenges. Okay. So there's no need to be envious. We're different people, I mean, we're the same, but we have different things that we've had going on in our life, and we can't judge people just because of our perception for them. So you got courage here. So you're finally taking the plunge. I find the inner strength to face my fear with confidence. So again, earlier here, same colors, work through your fear. So again, taking courage here. Maybe you fear the spotlight, and maybe you've been craving that spotlight. Maybe that's your Lilith, go into the spotlight. Don't be scared. Let people see you. Maybe your midheaven is a Leo, by the way. So maybe you're supposed to be the star of the show, but your Lilith, you're kind of like, maybe no, maybe not. I'm scared. What if people finds me funny or they laughed at me? Okay. So again, Spirit is telling you, take courage. Things will gradually change starting in the next 72 hours for you, especially with in regards to your confidence. Okay. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye bye.